Hey everyone, this is part 5 of our Pokemon Red playthrough. This will also be the first video so far with good audio. Before I was speaking into the top of the microphone, not realizing that I was supposed to be speaking into the front of it. So I do apologize for the previous videos. Going forward, that's not going to be an issue. So today we're going to start continuing where we left off from last time, where we have just defeated Misty, and we have our team of Pikachu, Mew, Pidgeotto, Ivysaur, Nidoking, and Butterfree. Now that we have Mew, our lives will be significantly easier because Mew is arguably the greatest Pokemon in this game, at least as far as Gen 1 is concerned. So first thing we want to do is heal our Pokemon back to full health. And let's double check what items we have. Alright, we are off to the races. So as I was playing through this the other day on my Switch, just to refresh my memory on a couple things, in Vermillion City there's a second trainer that you can battle instead of the kid with a Slowpoke to get Mew, and that trainer would be this swimmer right here. So if you want to either have two Mews from the start, or you accidentally battled the Slowpoke trainer, this trainer right here in the gym is your alternative for early game Mew access. So as you can see, the police officer that was blocking the door is no longer in our way. So we're going to go into this house. I'll speak to this girl right here. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. As you can see, they knocked over this tree. Outrageous. You have footprints all over the house. And this gentleman says, "Those miserable Rockets, look what they did here. They stole a TM for teaching Pokemon how to dig holes. That cost me a bundle, it did." And then we go through that hole in the wall. And I think this is a mandatory battle. If you try to walk past him, he forces you to fight. So he says, "Hey, stay out. It's not your yard." "Huh? Me? I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me?" And I probably would if he didn't suddenly challenge me to a Pokemon battle. So Rocket wants to fight. He starts off with his Machop. Pikachu will make quick work of this with a couple Thunder Shots. Ooh. I hope that critical was not ideal. Battle is a little closer than I would have liked. So we're gonna switch Pikachu out for... let's send Mew in. We won't have it use Mega Punch. Rocket, "Stop, I give up. I'll leave quietly." And then you take his money. "Okay, I'll return the TM I stole. Magic recovered TM28. I better get moving, bye." So now we have TM28 and the police officer's back outside. we talked to this gentleman again. He said, I figure what's lost is lost. I decided to teach Diglett how to dig without a TM. The people here were robbed. It's obvious that Team Rocket is behind this most heinous crime. Even our police force had trouble with the Rockets. Now, I could have swore he disappeared and reappeared, but I don't really remember. Oh, who we have on our team: Pikachu, Mew, Pidgeotto, Ivysaur, Nidoking, Butterfree. I think that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. But let's heal Pikachu up. Don't really need Pidgeotto quite yet. I think we're gonna deposit our Pidgeotto and withdraw our rebellious Charmeleon. Or is he still a Charmander? Let's count how many Pokemon are in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'll take Charmander. And I think I'll put Charmander up front so he can level up a little bit. And now we'll continue on our path. You know what, let's teach Charmander dig. Because our ground Pokemon Nidoking for some reason can't learn dig. I think we'll get rid of Growl. So now we're on our way to Vermillion City. We have 25 Pokemon so far. I think we're going to aim for one more. Yes. Well, it looks like we can find Mankeys around here, so we will look for a Mankey real quick while trying to level up our Charmander. Charmander should obey us up until level 30 this time around. Yeah, this Oddish is a lot stronger than it should be. And now we're poisoned. But I think I have antidotes. Probably should pick up more antidotes. Yeah. Another Oddish. I'll speed through this. Charmander grew to level 16. And now is evolving into our Charmeleon. It's the Mankey. Level 17. Okay. I'm gonna end up running out of embers here in a minute. Oh, I have low HP. And I missed Ember. Okay, let's switch Pokemon for now. Where is that Mankey? There we go. Let's see if we can give it a little bit of damage. And we'll Supersonic just in case. Oh, it failed. Twice in a row. Okay, now it's confused. Hopefully it hits itself for a little bit of more damage. Didn't want to do that. We'll activate Sleep Powder. And now it should be incredibly easy to catch. And it woke up. So we'll use Sleep Powder again. It missed. It woke up immediately. For some reason this Mankey is a lot more difficult to catch than Mew was. There we go. Mankey was caught. New Pokédex data will be added for Mankey. It's a pig monkey Pokemon, extremely quick to anger. It could be docile one moment, then thrashing away the next instant. Now that should be the 17th Pokemon in Box 1. I forgot to look at Vermillion's Pokédex entry. It was the flame Pokemon. When it swings its burning tail, it elevates the temperature to unbearably high levels. We are now at 27 Pokemon. We'll save our game real quick. This building right here is the Pokemon daycare. You can leave a Pokemon with these people and they will, or with this gentleman, and he'll level your Pokemon up. They'll gain 1 experience point for every step you take, but then you have to pay to get your Pokemon back depending on how many levels he gains. So we're not going to do that. Actually, we might if we have the Magikarp. Let's head back to the Pokemon Center and find out. Pause the Pikachu for now, and we'll... Oh, I did not get the Magikarp. Okay, so we'll just withdraw Pikachu. Continue back on the path that we were on. Should not have jumped that ledge. No, we can't go this way because we can't cut down this tree. So back we go. also can't go down this way because the guard says I'm on guard duty. Gee, I'm thirsty. Though, oh wait there, the road's closed. So he will not let us pass quite yet. So our only option is to go here, underground pass, Vermillion City to Vermillion City. And here, there's a girl. Hi, do you have Nidoran male? Want to trade it for Nidoran female? No, that's kind of a pointless trade. I already have Nidoran female evolved into Nidorina. Now in the underground path there are hidden items. I don't exactly remember where they are, but later on in the game you find an item that makes hidden items a little bit easier to find. People often lose things in that underground path, so she's talking about what I just said with the hidden items. I forgot to heal my Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. Classic. So we will continue to do a little bit of grinding before we get into Vermillion City, and then we will pick up when we're sufficiently leveled up. Okay, now that Charmeleon is up to level 20, he is right in range of my other party Pokemon, so we'll continue our path down to Vermillion City. And we'll battle this person right here. There aren't many bugs out here. Sounds like an awesome situation to be in. Unless you're a bug catcher. Bug catcher wants to fight. And they sent out Weedle. Unfortunately, Charmander is stuck with Ember for quite a while before it learns anything more powerful. Now I will have to be very careful not to get Charmander too close to level 30. No, you're kidding. And then you take their money. So these trainers here will only battle you if you speak to them directly. Who's there? Quit listening in on us. The junior trainer male wants to battle. Oh no. Squirtle is not a good matchup against my Charmeleon for me, so I'll switch to Pikachu. And we'll use Thunder Shock. I just can't win. And then you take their money. Excuse me, this is a private conversation. Early on in the game, battling these trainers is very essential to leveling up. Later on, I'll have access to a way that I don't have to grind through all the trainers. But for now, this is gonna be my life. Pikachu. I think we'll be fine. We'll use Dig, because ground moves are super effective against electric type Pokemon. Our Vermillion is leveling up quite nicely. I think we'll get him up to level 25 before we decide to put him on the bench. I've never seen you around. Are you good? Now, is he asking if we're a good trainer, or are we good as in, are you good? Like, are you cool? Oh, Butterfree should go down with a couple embers. Ooh, looks like it might take 3 embers. And it paralyzed me. Fully paralyzed, uh-oh. I don't... 3 times in a row is crazy. We'll use a potion. How much damage does Confusion do? 33 to 22, 11? I could take 2 of those. Oh no. I'll survive with 1 HP. 2 HP. Oh, I'm still fully paralyzed. I'm getting the worst RNG right now. Oh, it's doing 11 every time. So I do have a paralyzed heal, I think, but I'll wait till after the battle to use it. Well, that's just to show you how good the stun spore actually is. We'll use our paralyzed heal, and then we will switch, get Ivysaur a little bit more experience points. Me? Well, okay, I'll play. It's so funny that all these characters are making it seem like my character's walking up to them and starting the conversation. Ivysaur versus Pidgey is not a great matchup for me, but maybe they don't know any flying type attacks. I'll start off with a Leech Seed, and luckily in Gen 1 Gust is a normal move and not a flying move, because that would have done a lot of damage. So we're just going to tackle it and gain some health every turn. We're going to switch into Pikachu just to make it a lot easier to get through this Pidgey. Unfortunately, Ivysaur is not very helpful against flying types. Junior Trainer is about to use Pidgey. It's not a very diverse team of Pokemon. Just didn't work. Got $320. Huh? You want to talk to me? As I am looking the other way. Junior Trainer Male wants to fight. And he sends out a Spearow. And we're gonna switch into Pikachu straight away, because Spearow usually does have at least Peck. Which would do a lot of damage against Ivysaur, but Pikachu resisted as an electric type. We'll switch back into Ivysaur. Should be able to handle Eradicate. We'll just hit it with our Vine Whip. Looks like I was wrong. So we'll have Nidoking come in and clean up. And Poison Sting should do enough. Now Nidoking is at level 22. I didn't start it. Yes, he did. And now we are in Vermillion City. Let's heal our team. Pokemon are now fighting fit. It is true that a higher level Pokemon will be more powerful, but all Pokemon will have weak points against specific types, so there is no universally strong Pokemon. Unless you're playing Generation 1, where Psychic is just the best type. My Pokemon was poisoned. It fainted while we were walking. Even if they're the same level, Pokemon can have very different abilities. Pokemon raised by a trainer is stronger than one in the wild. We're going to go into this house right here. I'm the fishing guru. I simply love fishing. Do you like to fish? We'll say yes. Grand, I like your style. Take this and fish, young one. Magic received an old rod. Fishing is a way of life. From the seas to rivers, go out and land the big one, young one. So, you could, at this point of the game, you could have paid $500 for a Magikarp, or you can just come to this gentleman, get the old rod, and then fish up a Magikarp, which we'll do that right now. Butterfree is going to stay on my team for quite some time until Mew can learn Psychic. So I'll go up to our items and click on the old rod, use, right next to a body of water. I'll say magic use old rod. Oh, it's a bite. So I don't think I had to click anything on that. The hooked Magikarp attacked. And it's at level 5 just like the one you could have purchased for $500. I don't think I'll really need to weaken it, but we'll find out. Easy enough. New Pokédex data will be added for Magikarp, the fish Pokemon. In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today. Magikarp was transferred to Bill's PC, so that puts us at 28 Pokemon, and I believe 18 Pokemon in the box. Did you see S.S. Anne moored in the harbor? No, I did not. We're careful about pollution. We've heard Grimer multiplies in toxic sludge. I'm putting up a building on this plot of land. My Pokemon is tamping the land. Machop, Gwa, go go gwa. And Machop is stomping the land flat. Let's see what we have in the mart. There are evil people who will use Pokemon for criminal acts. Team Rocket traffics in rare Pokemon. They also abandon Pokemon that they consider not to be popular or useful. I think Pokemon can be good or evil. It depends on the trainer. True, true, true. Super potions. Get some of those. And I think we'll sell our regular potions. Pokemon Fan Club. All Pokemon fans welcome. Go in here and talk to some people. Won't you admire my Pikachu's adorable tail? That's definitely a Clefairy. Oh dear, my seal is far more attractive. Yikes. I think she called my Pokemon ugly. Our chairman is very vocal about Pokemon. If someone brags, brag right back. That definitely sounds like something Confucius would say. Let's all listen politely to other trainers. I chair the Pokemon Fan Club. I have collected over 100 Pokemon. I'm very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. So, did you come visit to hear about my Pokemon? Yes, we did. Good, then listen up. My favorite, Rapidash. It, cute, lovely, smart, plus, amazing. You think so? Oh yes. It's stunning. Kindly. Love it. Hug it. When. Sleeping. Warm. And cuddly. Spectacular. Ravishing. Oops, look at the time. I kept you too long. Thanks for hearing me out. I want you to have this. Now we received the bike voucher, so now that $1 million bike can be ours. Exchange that for a bicycle. Don't worry, my Pharaoh will fly me anywhere, so I don't need a bicycle. I hope you like cycling. Oh shucks, let's go get our bicycle. Another Mankey. We'll hit it with Confusion. Yeah, Butterfree is kind of an underrated Pokemon. We're back back at the bike shop. Oh, that's a bike voucher. Okay, here you go. Magic exchanged the bike voucher for a bicycle. Let's see what he says to us now. How do you like your new bicycle? You can take it on Cycling Road and in caves. Fair enough. So we go into our items and we click on our bicycle. It'll say we got on our bicycle. And we move around slightly faster than if we were walking. So we're going to deposit our old rod because we'll never use it again. And we have very limited item storage. I can't remember if I healed in Vermillion City or not. We'll find out. So in this game, if you teach a Pokemon dig, you can end up at your previous Pokemon Center. I can't dig in the Pokemon Center. That is very interesting because I've seen videos of people doing that. Maybe it depends on which building I'm in. Huh. Well, I will figure that out later, but for now it's the long way for us. And now that we have our bicycle in tow, get some more trainers out of the way so we can level up before we battle the third gym leader. Youngster wants to fight. Ekans. That's a strong Ekans. Gee whiz. And I was poisoned. So, the Pokemon Center is right there, so I'm not going to bother using any of my items. Huh? That's not right. What isn't right is that you run around poisoning my Pokemon. I don't know why our hat seems to change whenever we hop on the bike. But let's get some more EXP. Win, lose, or draw. Gambler wants to fight. He sends out his Poliwag. I think we'll Supersonic first. Oh, but it failed. Oh, but it was able to put me to sleep with hypnosis. It'll be fine. I really slept for 3 turns. Finally woke up. Supersonic. Missed again. Missed again. Finally did. And now we'll spam Confusion. There we go. Now, Butterfree kind of got beat up in that one. But we'll leave it out. talking about? Acha, didn't go my way. Hey, that gambler's got that bread on him for real. Competition, I can't get enough. Gambler wants to fight with his bell sprout. Easy work for my Butterfree. He says, I had a chance. He had no chance. Let's heal our Pokemon. Thank you, your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. Now let's see about going to the gym. But we can't because there's a tree in my way. So we're gonna hop on a boat. Vermillion Harbor. S.S. Anne is a famous luxury cruise ship. We visit Vermillion once a year. Welcome to S.S. Anne. Excuse me, do you have a ticket? Magic flash the S.S. ticket. Great. Welcome to S.S. Anne. I don't know if we'll be able to see it after the ship leaves, but there's a truck over to the right over there that back in the day at school people would tell you that if you look underneath the truck, that's where Mew was. This is a blatant lie, but I did not know because I was a young lad. This gentleman says I might be challenged by trainers, which is good. We're going to go around, barge into everyone's room, and battle them. For money. I travel alone on my journeys. My Pokemon are my only friends. And it sounds like he's not traveling alone. Gentleman wants to fight. With his Growlithe. Butterfree is not ready for that. So we'll send out Mew. And we'll use Bubble Beam. Butterfree grew to level 23. So you'll notice in this game some trainers have certain themes. A lot of the gentlemen will have Growlithes. Bug catchers obviously have bug type Pokemon. Hikers will always have rock type Pokemon such as Geodude and Onix. The Growlithe being a fire type Pokemon is weak to water, so Mew is able to sweep through them pretty quickly. Or no, he says my friends. Can you imagine hopping on a cruise ship, minding your own business, and some kid just barges in and wrecks all of your Pokemon? You pup, how dare you barge in? Finally, a reasonable response to just showing up in somebody's room without permission. I know I said that gentlemen usually have Growlithe, but it looks like I was wrong. And it's okay to be wrong sometimes. As long as you acknowledge that you're wrong and learn from your mistakes. Nidoran are no match for Butterfree. Humph, you rude child. Next. Waiter, I would like a cherry pie, please. Well, she's not a trainer. A cruise is so elegant yet cozy. I always travel with Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff. Poop, poo poo poo. Bonjour, I am the waiter on this ship. I will be happy to serve you anything you please. Ah, the strong silent type. I collected these Pokemon from all around the world. Last wants to fight. Sends out Pidgey. I'm not sure at what level Pidgey actually learns flying moves, but it looks like if it's under level 20, it's not really a threat. Doesn't look like there's anyone to really challenge my Butterfree. Defeated last. Oh no, I went around the world for these. I love Pokemon, do you? Youngster wants to fight. Sends out Nidoran. So far it looks like Pidgey and Nidoran are the most popular Pokemon for all the NPCs to have. Oh, not Poison Sting. And not poisoned. I don't think I can walk to the Pokemon Center without Butterfree fainting, so I am forced to use an antidote. Which I only have 3 of for some reason. Oh, I think I need to eventually head back to Vermillion City and buy some more, because TM8, because the Pokemon Center in this city doesn't sell antidotes. Or, I'm sorry, the Pokemart. Body Slam. That could be useful. We are cruising around the world. Huh. Shh! I'm a global police agent. I'm on the trail of Team Rocket. Okay. Is Team Rocket on this cruise ship, though? found a max potion. Machoke. Gwa go goga. My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. Notice how strength is in all caps. Could that be a hint? My sailor's pride is at stake. Sailor wants to fight. Sailors will always have water-type Pokemon. Oh, sounds like it's Pikachu time. Don't use poison sting. Wrap. Well, wrap is a continuous attack that makes it so I can't attack for 2 to 5 turns. Your spirit sank me. Switch Pikachu to the front of our party. You know what they say about sailors and fighting. I have no idea what they say about sailors and fighting. It's a pretty strong shelter. And I don't think it wants its Thunderbolt. Thunder Shock. Right, good fight, mate. Okay, now I'm curious. Haha, want to be a sailor, mate? He didn't tell me anything about what they say about sailors and fighting. Found an ether. I like feisty kids like you. Someone call the cops immediately. Pikachu's just gonna have a field day with the Thunder Shocks. Arc, lost it. Us sailors have Pokemon too. Sailors send out Tentacool. That did a lot of damage. Hopefully Pikachu doesn't faint here. critical hit. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, you're not bad. TM44. Rest. That is not useful to me. But I will use a super potion. Oh, I should have been leveling up Ivysaur. He's not getting any EXP. Hello, stranger. Stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Fisherman wants to fight. Leech Seed does not have good accuracy. Well, Ivysaur is a grass poison type, so it resists poison type moves. I believe grass moves should still be super effective, even though Tentacle, nope, Tentacle being a water poison type, it will not take a lot of damage from grass type moves. So I think I'll have to use Tackle. I think I'm immune to poison, being a poison type. Using Staryu, so we'll keep Ivysaur out. I think we're just going to go straight into Vine Whip. There we go, Ivysaur getting a little bit of level up action. And I think we'll Leech Seed on the Shelter to try to gain back a little bit of HP. Yikes. That was not worth it. Darn, I let that one get away. Magic got $595. Super Potion. And Ivysaur should be able to walk through this sailor pretty easily. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. Pretty serious consequence for losing a Pokemon battle. That's not a water type Pokemon. So sailors also carry around Machops for whatever reason. It seems like Karate Chop has a 100% chance of having a critical hit in this game. Arg, beaten by a kid. I believe that's most of the trainers. Looks like we found the cafeteria. You, mon petit, we're busy here, out of the way. I saw an oddball in the trash. I'm so busy, I'm getting dizzy. Indeed, I am le chef. The main course is salmon du salade. Le guest may gripe its fish again, however. Snivel, sniff. I only get to peel onions, sniffle. Magic found a great ball in the trash. Did you hear about Snorlax? All it does is eat and sleep. Nope, there's only trash here. Hum-dee ho. I peel spuds every day, hum hum. Nope, there's only trash here. I don't know who threw that great ball away, but it works for us. Switch into our Pikachu, because a friend of ours is about to appear. This ship, she is a luxury liner for trainers. At every port, we hold parties with invited trainers. Oh, there's more trainers, never mind. But we're back in the front. In all my travels, I've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. No, it's something like this. And he has a full-blown picture of it. Snorlax. Check out what I fished up. Fisherman wants to fight. Goldeen. Oh. Vine Whip has very low PP. But that's fine, because I think we do have at least one Ether. We are going to learn Poison Powder. We'll forget Growl. Fisherman's about to use Tentacool. I think we'll hold out. That's not very effective. Okay, we're gonna Leech Seed. Then we're going to use our Ether to restore the PP of Vine Whip. And then we're going to switch into our Pikachu. Of course, he switched moves when I switched Pokemon. Of course I hit myself in confusion. Good grief. 17 off attacking myself. Come on, Pikachu. How did you miss? 100% accurate move, by the way. And snap out of confusion. Thank you. Pikachu grew to level 25. We'll leave Pikachu in charge. I'm all out. So I think I'm going to teach our Ivysaur Body Slam. This tackle is incredibly useless. I am going through potions. But that's fine. This going through the SS and nets you a lot of money, so it's not an issue. Competing against the young keeps me youthful. The gentleman sent out Pikachu. I'm gonna hit it with that body slam. Thunder wave. I'm fully paralyzed. And it's gonna lower my attack. But I paralyzed it back, so this is gonna be very back and forth. Good fight. Ah, I feel young again. Max Ether. I think I have a paralyzed heal. How many more rooms are on this boat? Pokemon can cut down small bushes. Ah yes, I have seen some Pokemon fairy people across the water. Which do you like, a strong or rare Pokemon? I like rare, strong Pokemon. Okay, there's another Growlithe, which will destroy my Ivysaur, so we will switch into Mew. No. This gentleman only has fire type Pokemon, so Mew will win this very easily. I probably should have bought some burn heals just in case, but I figure it's unlikely we'll get burned. I must salute you. I never saw you at the party. A big party with lots of people. And obviously we got our ticket from somebody else. Ivysaur outspeeding the Rattata is pretty outrageous. I think I'll challenge Pikachu with my Ivysaur. Critical hit. We take those, we take those. Take it easy. Dang, she only gave me $270. Have you gone to the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City? It had many rare kinds of Pokemon. Me and my daddy think the Safari Zone is awesome. I hear many people get seasick. The captain looked really sick and pale. Let's switch into Pikachu. Because I think we're going to run into our best buddy. Bonjour, Magic. Imagine seeing you here. Magic, were you really invited? So how's your Pokédex coming? I already caught 40 kinds, pal. Different kinds are everywhere. Crawl around in grassy areas. I only have 28 kinds of Pokemon. For whatever reason, Blue always leads off with his Pidgeotto. I think we'll let Nidoking get some experience points. Hit it with Horn Attack. Critical hit. Kadabra. We'll have Mew take the lead on this one. Have Mew hit it with a Mega Punch. And last but not least, the Charmeleon will wrap up with a Bubble Beam. Maybe two. Nope. Critical hits. Magic defeated Blue. At least you're raising your Pokemon. Yes, I am. I heard there was a Cut Master on board, but he was just a seasick old man. But Cut itself is really useful. You should go see him. Smell ya. That theme song is pretty legit. What's up, Captain? Captain. Org. I feel hideous. Erp. Seasick. Magic rub the captain's back. Rub, 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 rub. Phew, thank you. I feel much better. You want to see my cut technique? I could show you if I wasn't ill. I know, you can have this. Teach it to your Pokemon and you can see it cut anytime. Now we have HM1 Cut. So now we are done with the SS and I think there might be a couple trainers left. We'll leave those for Pikachu to clean up. Our captain is a sword master. He even teaches cut to Pokemon. Ahoy there, are you seasick? Not the Machop. I think we'll switch to Butterfree on that. I don't want to waste any more of my super potions. Butterfree grew to level 24. Pikachu back out for this one. I was just careless. Yes, you were. Hey, matey, let's do a little jig. The sailor wants to fight and sends out a Machop. Pikachu is not strong enough to withstand too many karate chops. So Butterfree to save the day. Oh, not the critical hit. Pikachu can take care of Shelter, no problem. Critical hit. Oh, we like that. Pikachu grew to level 26. Trying to learn Swift. What my options are. We'll forget Growl and we'll learn Swift. I believe Swift has a base power of 60 and it never misses. Scrubbing decks is hard work. I feel ill. I stepped out to get some air. The party's over. The ship will be departing soon. That's all the trainers. So it's time to bid the S.S. and farewell. Now that we have HM1 for cut, the ship will take off the second we leave. Bye, S.S. and. It was a wonderful cruise. And with the departure of the S.S. and, that will be the end of this segment of our playthrough. If you like the video, please go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment, and go ahead and subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next installment.